Hello, everyone. I hope you're well. I've had a few technical issues. I think it was a little bit hot for my camera in the sun. So I hope that this one works out a little better. Nice to see you all. Settle onto your mats. And we're going to get started. Welcome to my garden in Plettenberg Bay. Behind me is the beautiful sea you can see in the background, lovely Indian Ocean, which is, yes, underneath a lovely blue sky. So I'm sending you a little bit of sunshine and light and warmth today. We're going to be celebrating new beginnings today. So today's practice will be a nice head to toe stretch. Twilight's come to say hello. And it's going to give us time to pause and think about what we would like to bring to this new year. So whether we are in the Northern Hemisphere or the Southern Hemisphere, we are united by the fact that we are moving into a new calendar year. And we tend to enjoy, generally, we as kind of Westerners, we tend to kind of go into this new year, new me idea. And this practice today is all about really listening to what it is that you want to bring into the new year. We are a society of very busy people. We often tend to go into the new year, guns blazing. What I'd really like to do today is just take a little bit of time to settle into ourselves and listen to what it is that we really want to do. So you're going to start in a nice, comfortable seat today. I'm in Sukhasana, which is bringing one leg into the inner thigh and then wrapping the other one around. But you can just sit cross-legged if that feels comfortable to you. You can even sit on your haunches or extend your legs out. It doesn't really matter what you or how you start your practice. Just make sure that both your sitting bones are kind of equally weighted on the mat below you. And you are going to place your hands on your knees. This is a nice grounding posture. It allows us to really feel connected with ourselves. So take a little bit of time to settle. If you need a blanket or anything, or if you need a glass of water, just go and grab that now. And give yourself this next hour, this time for you to truly connect with you, to take a step back from the day that you've had, or perhaps the day that is ahead of you. Just take a little bit of a step back and allow yourself to enjoy this 1 hour, this bubble of self-awareness, of having a conversation with yourself, of listening. And when you're ready, think about your posture. Remember, there's that lovely golden thread that I like you to imagine, this golden thread running from the tailbone through to the crown, and imagine that there's a little angel and coming to tug on that tassel coming out through the crown, allowing you to really lengthen up and open up the heart center. This is not only for your physical posture, but it's also to allow energy to flow smoothly through you. So if you are kind of grieving or sad, often we hunch our shoulders around, and that causes more of a blockage, and energy isn't able to flow. But when you open up your heart center, open up your shoulders, this energy is able to flow through you a lot more smoothly. So have a little think about that. And then we're going to just do like a little check-in from the head all the way down to the toes, just checking in with how you feel. So close your eyes if you can, or just lower your gaze and take a moment to check in with the head. What are the thoughts like? Are they moving very quickly? Have you got any kind of sensations, physical sensations in your head? Notice all of that without any judgment. Just listen to what's going on in the head space. And then slowly move down and check in with the jaw, the cheeks. Make sure that everything is just a little bit soft. Make sure that the tongue is not tense and the jaw is nice and soft, moving down into the neck. You can maybe even do a couple of neck rolls and shoulder rolls just to roll out any tension you might be feeling. Check in all the way down the arms, through the fingertips. Check in with your heart space. Just notice if you might be carrying anything here that you could perhaps just let go of just for the next hour or so. Checking down the spine, the ribs, check in with your belly and all the organs, and just notice if you're holding on to anything here, if you can let anything go. Check in with the hips and the thighs and the knees. Notice if you might be holding some tension there, all the way down the legs, through the ankles and the feet. And just take a moment to be here. There's nothing that you need to do for now. Just take a moment to be with yourself, listening, breathing, noticing any sounds around you, or perhaps any aromas, and just allow yourself to really come into this moment, into this here and this now. And then you're going to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And you're just going to start to take some really lovely deep breaths. And you're just going to notice the rise and the fall of the chest and the belly. And really enjoy taking some conscious deep breaths. Now I'd like you to think about what it is that you would like to bring towards your practice today. Perhaps you need more calm, perhaps you need more discipline, perhaps you need some connection. Whatever it is that you would like to bring to your practice, use your breath to draw that in towards you. And then as you exhale, you can imagine what it is that you would like to let go of. What is not serving your practice today? Maybe you have some grief or some worries, some things on your mind that you don't need to bring to the mat today. Use your breath to let that all go. And then when you're ready, you're slowly going to open up your eyes and just take a little smile. Notice your shape as you sit here on your mat and appreciate the fact that you're taking time for your practice today. Then if you are sitting on a cushion like I am, you can remove that now. And you're gently going to just bring the soles of the feet together so that we're sitting in butterfly pose. And again, think of that nice thread again. So we don't want to lose that nice tall posture. Open up the heart, open up the shoulders. And we're just going to do a nice little head to toe today. So we're going to start with the neck. And you're just going to drop your chin to your chest. Stretch out the back of the neck. And then on your next big inhale, you're going to open up the throat, taking your nose to the sky, part your lips slightly, and stretch the throat, stretch that thyroid area. And then on your next exhale, chin to chest. Just a few more of those. opening up the back of the neck and the throat area. Using your inhale to open and your exhale to squeeze the throat. One more inhale. And exhale. Now from here, you're going to start to make some rolls from left to right. So inhaling, taking the head to one shoulder, and then exhaling to center and inhaling to the other shoulder. Exhaling to center, inhaling, exhale, and inhale. Bring the head to center, and now you're going to inhale, taking the nose up to the sky, and exhale, and we're going to start to roll from side to side here again. So inhale, head to one side, and exhale to the back. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to center, placing your hands in front of you. You're going to take this nice and easy today. We're just going to walk the hands forward and try and keep that spine long. So just remember that lovely thread. Try not to roll over just yet. Nice, strong spine to start. And we're slowly going to walk the hands forward. And you're going to feel the tailbone start to spread. Feel the muscles and the hips start to spread and open. Feel those glutes stretching out. The inside of the groin, beautiful stretch. And take it as deep as you want to go. Walk as far as you want to walk. If it's easier for you to hold on to your toes and maybe gently pull yourself in towards yourself, you can. But try and keep that spine as long as possible, for as long as possible. And then when you feel like you can't quite go any deeper, that's when you're going to walk up the spine, dropping the tension, and just round into a beautiful forward fold. Drop all the tension in the shoulders and just allow yourself to be here. There's no pushing, there's no forcing. It's allowing yourself to simply be in this moment. And all you need to do is breathe and open up and enjoy this time. You, your body, stretching, enjoying, breathing. And listen to how over time the body changes and opens up to you. I'd been struggling with a pain, a tightness in my right hamstring, and I was on the beach one day, and I spent a good hour just working on that hamstring, and eventually I heard like a popping sound, and it was cleared. This blockage was removed. So just remember that it might take a little bit of time, but just be patient, be gentle with your body, listen to your body, and then slowly things will open up to you and everything will fall into place. As long as you're not judgmental, as long as you're not forcing anything, you're just gently going to allow things to align. And that isn't only physically. When you give yourself time and space and patience, you are able to align more easily with your environment, with where you are in life, with what you want in life. So give yourself that time. Allow yourself this time to just enjoy being in this space, opening up, taking time, breathing, and listening to what your body needs. So we're going to be here for about 5 more breaths. And when you're ready, you're very gently going to roll up nice and slow, vertebra by vertebra. Lean back in your hands and very gently, we're going to bend the knees, place the feet on the ground, and just do a nice little windshield wiper here, but really stretch things out. Allow the hips to very gently open up to you. So we're going to extend the legs now. And just try and pull the fleshy bits of the bottom away from you and soften the knees. So we don't want to flex anything too much just yet. Everything's just going to be a little bit soft. And you're going to place your fingertips on either side of your knees, and you're slowly going to walk forward. And again, you want to try and keep that spine as long as possible, for as long as possible, before you move into your forward fold. Now, if you can, wrap your hands around your ankles, or perhaps you can reach the feet, you can do so. Take your time to just gently move forward in a way that feels good for you. And feel again that tailbone opening up and everything spreading and opening up nicely before you take your attention up the spine and then slowly start to move into a nice deep forward fold. Now, if you can reach your nose to your knees, that's wonderful, but that's not the goal. The goal is to really open up and become flexible and feel your body, feel the muscles, and really become in tune with your physical body, but with a great awareness that our emotional and mental state can cause blockages in the physical body. So listen to what your body is telling you. Listen to what memories come up for you. Listen to everything that's happening, not only physically, but how is that affecting how you feel emotionally? My hamstrings are always pretty tight, and I can feel that when I'm trying to stretch them, there's a resistance. So listen, I need to listen to what I'm resisting. Notice if there's a resistance somewhere for you. Notice perhaps sometimes we have, you can feel cramping or discomfort, and you really want to pull away. How about taking time to simply listen to where you are and accept where you are, and then soften into where you are? Now, you might feel sometimes, especially if you've had a December like I have, the belly might be a little bit bigger than you're used to. Just suck the navel in towards the spine so that you can create some more space to really be able to forward fold, and then breathe into that belly. So you want to massage that belly. Any of the stodge, and for me it was a bit of wine and pizza over the festive period. Just breathe into that space and kind of let it move through. Let that energy kind of burn away any of the stagnant energy that you don't really need, that isn't serving you. And just breathe into that space. Stretch up through the ribs. Feel the shoulder blades kind of parting and stretching, and allow yourself to really enjoy this beautiful deep stretch. And we're going to be here for another 5 breaths. So allow yourself to enjoy this time. There doesn't have to be any fighting or pushing. Just be here and listen. And then when you're ready, you're very slowly going to come out, rolling out of it. Nice tall spine. Place your hands behind you, bend your knees, and take a nice little windshield wiper here. Nice and deep, nice and still. And just make sure that you're moving all that tension out of the hips and the lower back. Now we're going to swing around and come to sit on our haunches if you can. So I don't have my toes tucked in at the moment, so I'm just nice and comfy. The shoelace part of my foot is flat on the mat, and you can just feel already there's a lovely stretch here all the way from the knees into the hips. If you struggle with this shape, you can pop a pillow in between your bottoms. That gives you a little bit of height. But just take a moment just to be here. And we're going to do some shoulder work and some arm work while we're here. But remember that if this becomes uncomfortable, if there's tingling, just gently come out of it, because we are actually focusing on the arms for now. But it's just nice to give the legs a little bit of an extra stretch at the same time. So bringing the fingertips to your shoulders, you're going to draw the elbows in and try and almost touch them. Go all the way around and open up and almost try and touch them at the back, or at least feel that the shoulder blades are really pressing tightly together. And you're going to do a nice few big rounds like that, really moving the whole shoulder joint. And you can feel that you're kind of nicely, comfortably moving, working the biceps, and just getting all of that flow into the shoulders. And then we're going to go the other way around. And same again, you'll feel that there's a bit of a different sensation going this way around. Just be interested into how that feels. And just open up everything nice and smooth and soft. And then gently just shake those hands out. You're going to take one hand and you're going to place it in front of you. And with the other hand, you're just going to pull the fingers back so that you're stretching down the forearm. And just notice the feeling in your legs at the moment. Are things becoming a little bit more comfortable? Can you feel that lengthening and that opening? Then we're going to switch hands. So stretch out the one hand, wrap the other one around. And it's a nice straight arm. Just open up beautifully and feel all that stretching that's going on. Beautiful. Shake that out. We're going to interlace the hands now and just push them out away from you. Take the palms up to the sky. Take a lovely deep breath, and you're just going to take a side stretch. Inhale back to center and exhale to the other side. Oh, that feels so good. Opening up. Beautiful. You can let those hands go. Give the hands and arms a nice little shake out. And now we can go into our toe stretch. So you're going to tuck the toes underneath and just make sure that you spread things out nicely. Now you can lean on your fingertips if you want to, but you can also bring the weight all the way over onto your heels. And you'll just feel this lovely stretch all the way through the toes, and you can feel this energy rising up from the ground. We're just going to take your hands to your heart center for a moment. Close your eyes and take a little bow and a pause. And just be here for a few moments, just breathing, enjoying, feeling that kind of fire coming into your feet. Feel that energy. Take a lovely deep breath. Take your hands down to the ground and tap the toes out. And then we're going to sit back on your heels this time. The shoelace part of your foot is flat. You're going to take your fingers behind you, roll your shoulders and push the chest out as much as you can. Drop the head back so that you're opening up your shoulders. And then you're going to roll over the ankles onto the feet. So the heels kind of flop out to the side. And you're just going to give yourself a beautiful ankle stretch here, opening up the throat, opening up the chest. Beautiful deep breaths. And then gently rolling over onto all fours, and you're just going to do a little bit of a circle with each ankle, and you'll just feel how everything feels so nice and loose. Swinging around now, we're going to open up the legs nice and wide. And again, you don't want to kind of force anything, but make sure that you're comfortable. If you're opening up too wide, it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to move into your forward fold. So you can always just step the feet in a little bit, and there's no destination. It's all about the journey. So just listen to what your body needs. And you're going to place your hands either in front of you and walk forward, or you can slide the arms down the legs, whatever feels right for you. But make sure that you have a lovely long spine. There's Odie just at the bottom of the screen, just gently coming in for a hello. So take a few moments just to feel the hips, feel the knees. Are you tensing up the knees? Try and soften everything. It's just so much easier to be in your body when you're not holding on to this tension. And then in your own time, either walk forward or slide down the legs forward and listen to what your body needs and how far you can go. If you want to wrap your hands around your toes, you can. You can wrap your fingers around your big toe if you like. And just notice what feels good for you today. There is no wrong or right way for you to feel or for you to stretch. So do what feels good for you. But listen to what's happening in the hamstrings here. So these inner bits are getting a nice little stretch. Notice the length in your spine. And just simply allow yourself to move a little bit deeper into your forward fold. There's no need to force, because you're going to be here for some time. And it's also lovely to remember to play your edge. So when you find a space where your body stops and you can't really move any deeper, just allow yourself to pause there, and then you can retreat a little bit and just soften, take time to find those places that maybe need a little bit of support. And then take a nice deep breath and move a little bit deeper with your exhale. And you can keep doing that. You can keep playing your edge until the body opens up enough for you to move a little bit deeper. But the more that you resist, so if you push yourself too much and then you'll feel that there's resistance, you won't be able to move forward unless you give yourself a little bit of space. And if you take enough time, you can really move a huge amount of space within your body and move deeper into your forward fold. So take your time, use your breath, and listen to what's going on. Try not to hold on to that tension in the knees, and try to simply move deeper and deeper into your forward fold. Now we're going to be here for 5 more breaths. So enjoy them. Use this time to soften, to deepen, to lengthen, and give your body this opportunity to open up into this incredible flexibility that allows this energy to flow a lot smoother in your body. Now very gently you're going to come out, nice and slow. And you're going to bend those knees, and again, nice deep windshield wiper here. Really allow everything to very slowly release. Feels good. So now we're going to work a little bit more into the hips. So there's a few places in the body that really do store tension that we often don't realize. It's the jaw, the tongue, but then we often do feel that tension in the shoulders and the hips, and often also in the knees. What we're going to do now is we're going to open up the hips and the knees. So we're going to work into our fire log pose. So one leg stays extended, and the other leg, the ankle, comes to rest just above the knee. Okay. Now, if this is where you find yourself today, and that's enough for you, that's absolutely fine. Work into kind of pushing that hip down so that you can, knee down so that you can open up the hip. If it is available for you today, just swing that underneath leg around, and you're going to come to your full fire log pose. So that means that the one foot is directly above the knee and the other foot is directly underneath the knee. And you're going to feel this beautiful stretch in the hips. So we've got an internal rotation and an outward rotation in the hips. So it's a really lovely way to stretch the hips in all directions. Now, we're going to gently move into a side stretch and then a forward fold. You might be able to feel the piriformis, in the muscle that runs through the buttock on the one side. You might be able to feel that beautifully. Just allow everything to slowly open to you. If you have got your right leg on top, like I do, you're going to take your right arm and you're going to just take a nice little stretch over to the side. Now make sure that you're not dropping forward. You want to open up that chest upward and towards the sky, and you're going to try and go as deep into that stretch as you can without lifting the sitting bone off the ground. So you want to keep both sitting bones nice and equal, and just breathe into the stretch. Notice where you're feeling the sensations. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe into the hips. And then slowly come to find your center. Now the other arm over to the side and stretch beautifully. And again, try not to drop forward. You're going to open up and try and get that chest to open up towards the sky. Beautiful deep breaths. Breathe into wherever it is that your body needs that support. And then take a lovely deep breath when you're ready. Come back to center. And you're going to lean back and very gently come out of this pose. There we go. And do a little windshield wiper. and extend the legs. And then we're going to go the other way. So using the other leg, you're going to place the ankle just above the knee. If this is where you are today, this is where you are. Just make sure that you're working into opening up that hip nicely. If you can, bring the other leg around and underneath and find your full fire log pose. That's absolutely wonderful. And then this time we're going to start with the opposite arm to what you were before. So I've got my left leg on top now, and I'm going to lift up my left arm and stretch into a beautiful side stretch. Feel those ribs opening up to you. Feel the hips opening up. Take some time to just enjoy creating space in your heart center, creating space in the armpits, opening up, freeing your body of tension, and then gently coming back to center, and then over to the other side. Nice deep inhale, exhale to stretch. Breathe into the spaces that really are inviting your breath and inviting that space. And then slowly, you're going to come back to center. Take your time before you lean back, and then gently roll from side to side. Beautiful. We're going to come up onto all fours now. I'm just going to check the time. I don't really know when exactly I started. Onto all fours, and we're going to just do a little bit of cat-cow breath. It's really lovely for getting the spine moving, and we're going to warm up the spine so that we can do a nice little twist in a moment. So coming to a neutral tabletop, you're going to inhale to drop the belly, and you're going to exhale to round the spine. Inhale to drop the belly. Exhale to round the spine. Now just remember that this lovely breath movement coordination is a lovely way to clear the mind of all the debris that we sometimes carry with us. When you can just focus on the coordination of movement and breath, you don't have time to be worried about all the things that you probably don't even need to be worried about. So just enjoy. Exhaling to round. Inhaling. And then we're going to meet in neutral tabletop. We're going to swing the legs around again, and we're going to enjoy a nice little bit of a spinal twist. So if you extend both your legs out in front of you, and I'm going to take my right leg and place it over my left knee. I'm going to swing my left leg round. So this is slightly different to the fire log pose, because this time it's really the knees are kind of one on top of each other. And then you're going to feel, I'm feeling a lovely stretch here through my right buttock. But you want to press that buttock down into the ground and make sure that both the sitting bones are equally weighted on the floor. Place your fingertips on either side of you. So my right leg is on the top. I'm going to rise up with my left arm up to the sky, left elbow behind the right knee. I'm going to take a nice deep breath and just think of that thread and lengthen up through the spine. Then as I exhale, right arm behind, I'm going to take my nose as far back behind me as I possibly can. And you can even extend your left arm if you like. And then just breathe in this lovely twist for a few moments. And use your breath to move a little bit deeper. Enjoy listening to the spine and just think about how when we twist the spine like this, it's like squeezing out an old rag or a mop. All of that debris, all of that stagnant energy being squeezed out. And then you're going to take a lovely deep breath, very gently bring the arms back to center, leaving the legs where they are. You're just going to do just a gentle little counter twist here and back to center. Leaning back, I'm going to extend those legs and you can just give them a little shake if you like. And then we're going to go the other way. So now my left leg is crossing over the right and you want to bring it up nice and high. Swing that right leg around and then make sure that you're dropping equally into both buttocks, both sitting bones on the ground. Fingertips on either side. Now my right arm is rising and I'm placing it behind the left knee. And I'm going to take that time to inhale and rise up, thinking of that thread, nice long spine. As I exhale, I can extend my right arm and take my nose all the way around behind me. Now close your eyes and just breathe here for a few moments. And then maybe take a little bit of a deeper twist. Think again of squeezing all of that stagnant energy out from the spine, softening your shoulders. Take a lovely deep breath when you're ready. And slowly going to come back to center. Lean back and gently shake those legs out if you can. Nice, beautiful. So I'm going to take my right leg now and bring it in towards my groin. I'm just going to stretch all the way through the back of my left leg, flexing the left foot. So if you flex the left foot and you're going to try and reach for that left foot. Now, if you can't reach it, it's okay. You can reach for your knee or your shin or your ankle, but try and open up the back of the hips and the tailbone and then feel this lengthening happening through the back of the leg. Take a lovely deep breath and you're just going to exhale, dropping towards your knee. And just stay here for a few breaths, softening any tension in that left knee, just allowing yourself to drop into the moment. And then slowly, you're going to unwind, roll up, extend the right leg, and then bring the left leg in towards the groin, flexing that right foot nicely. Take a lovely deep breath, and you're going to reach for that foot if you can, or your ankle, or your shin, and just gently find a beautiful stretch here. Take a deep breath and drop. You don't need to force anything. Don't need to push anything. Don't need to pull. Just allow yourself to drop into the moment. And then slowly, you're going to unroll, and you can gently just take a nice little windshield wiper again. So we've done a nice full body stretch. I just want to do some eye yoga. It's really good for the eyesight and just also trying to relax any tension behind the eyes, which can often cause some headaches. So we're going to just do that sitting in butterfly pose. If that's not comfortable for you, you can find a seat that is. But we're just going to sit nice and comfortably and then close your eyes. And if you like, you can even rub your hands and then place your hands over your eyes. And you're just going to roll your eyes 3 times to the right and then 3 times to the left. You're going to, without moving your head, take your eyes up towards the sky and then down towards the ground. Without moving your head, you're going to take your eyes all the way to the left. Take your eyes all the way to the right. Come back to center. Roll 3 times to the right. 3 times to the left. And then just allow yourself to relax. Take your hands away from the eyes and then slowly open them up. And now we're going to move to a nice little bit of relaxation. So slowly come to lie on your back, and if you would like a pillow under your knees, that is always quite a nice way to relax. Preferably nothing under the head, because it allows the spine a nice long line. And you're just going to open up your palms to face the sky. Grab a blanket if you would like. And just shift, shuffle, settle into a nice, comfy space for you. Take a moment to feel your body resting on the mat below you. Notice your breath moving in and out of the body. And now just imagine a lovely, warm, healing light, like the sun shining in through you, coming into your toes and softening your toes and your feet. A beautiful healing light, like the sun warming your feet. And then your ankles, your lower limbs, your knees, everything feeling beautifully warm. And that warmth and that light is healing, balancing, and it moves up through the thighs into your hips, softening, ensuring that you won't feel any discomfort tomorrow after your practice. Softening your hips and your belly, and see this light move all the way through the spine, warming the belly, the heart, the shoulders. See this light moving down from your shoulders, down your arms, all the way through to your fingertips. Each movement, each bit of warmth and light relaxing you a little bit more. See that light move into your shoulders and your neck, into your jaw, filling your head, until your whole body, from your crown all the way down to your toes, is filled and enveloped by this beautiful, warm, light energy, like the sun shining within you. And you're going to take a moment here to think about what energy you would like to manifest into the year ahead. And what energy don't you need? What energy can you let go of? Because this is your opportunity here and now, a choice that you can make. What are you going to manifest for the year ahead? And what are you going to let go of in order to make space for that joy, the life that you want for you? And just allow yourself to rest in this moment, knowing what you no longer need, what no longer serves you, being able to leave that behind today, and knowing what you want. And you're slowly going to wake up into your new beginning. You're going to wriggle your fingers and your toes and slowly bring some life back to your body, waking up into this new beginning, this new essence of what you would like to manifest. And you're going to stretch out into that, waking up into this new beginning for you. And you're going to stretch out your legs and take up as much space. And you're going to leave behind what doesn't serve you. And you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest, and you're going to squeeze those knees in. And then slowly you're going to roll over onto one side and just stay here for a moment, just assimilating back into the present. And as you take a deep breath and push yourself away from the floor, leave behind what no longer serves you. Come to a seated position. Place your hands on your knees and just take a moment to listen to your body, your mind, your thoughts, your heart. And hopefully everything feels really good. So sweep your hands up into Anjali Mudra or prayer pose and take a little bow towards yourself. Take a moment to thank yourself for carving out this time for you, for really connecting with your body, your mind, your emotions, for creating space for new beginnings, and for having that conversation with yourself about what it is that you no longer need and what it is you're going to be manifesting. Thank your mind, body, and breath for a beautiful practice today. And that's my opportunity to thank you for spending this time with me. You can gently open up your eyes now, and namaste, everybody. Go into your new beginnings and make the most of life. Enjoy. Sending you love. Thank you, everybody.